Off-season training for snowboarding too. What type of ability does your body need for snowboarding? Speed and power. Just as we mentioned in the endurance section, we have two types of muscles on our body. This time, we will talk about white muscles. White muscles shrink very fast with more power. Thus, white muscles will be used for all quick movement needs in snowboarding, such as jumping, landing, spinning, buttering, short radius turns, moguls, and trees. To improve your speed and power fitness in these situations while snowboarding, you can train the following parts: arms, shoulders, chest, upper back, abdominal, hip joints, and legs. Unlike endurance training, you can train your white muscles with a higher load. Keep in mind that if you train with a lower load, your red muscles will work, but your white muscles won't. But here is a simple formula that is known as compensatory acceleration training, CAT. Here, you can get some ideas to make arrangements for your training. Force, load, equals mass, weight, times acceleration, speed. This means that you can adjust the amount of weight and speed applied as you like if you can maintain the same load. In other words, you can get the same training result by the following combinations: more weight times less speed, 20 times 5 equals 100, and less weight times more speed, 5 times 20 equals 100. We will talk more about it in another video, but you should remember that only with higher loads can you improve your speed and power fitness. This fitness is not meant to stabilize your riding, but is needed to show better performance in most snowboarding. Thus, snowboarders at the intermediate level or higher should try to work on it. Motor coordination. Motor coordination means that all your body parts and muscles work together to perform actions as you visualize them in your head. For example, when you ride on challenging terrains such as moguls or steep ungroomed terrain, you will keep rotating your body while keeping your lower body extending and bending. At the same time, you move your weight from one side to the other side frequently. If your body struggles to manage it, then you will lose your control while turning. You might have seen some snowboarders who don't have the smoothest riding, but won't fall on difficult slopes somehow. It can be said that while these types of snowboarders are not good with balancing over their board, they are coordinating their movement somehow, just not perfectly. Same in the park. Many snowboarders are messing up their spin due to lack of skill, but they coordinate their movement in the air and they land it cleanly. On the other hand, some athletes who learn the proper movement fall easily. It can be said that you should learn conventional movement to perform properly, but execution alone is not enough to complete something cleanly. Motor coordination is not a skill, but more like developing a neural circuit system. You can improve motor coordination with more variety of snowboarding while free riding. But you can train motor coordination by doing more sports and play such as soccer, skateboarding, gymnastics, and dance. Also, learning proper snowboarding movement with visualization will make your motor coordination easier. If you have more fun ideas to improve your motor coordination, please share them by leaving comments below. Reaction speed. This is about how fast you can react to something. Thus, it's different from speed and power fitness. Speed and power fitness is about how fast you can move after reacting to something. Thus, it can be said that speed and power fitness is of muscular strength, and reaction speed is of a neural circuit system. While riding the mountain, conditions are always changing. For example, you will be affected by snow conditions, people around you, your speed and rhythm, and so on. You can predict what's coming to you next by seeing around in advance. But it's sometimes hard due to being in situations such as when riding in trees, on moguls with high speed, or when you see an accident while riding in the park, for example. But here, I have to tell you something that I found while researching for improving reaction time. Unfortunately, reaction time is highly genetic and typically can only improve 10 to 20%. This is not good news for everyone. But then, can we still expect to improve our reaction speed? The answer is probably. More factors affect your reaction speed while snowboarding: concentration, attention, prediction, and skill. Concentration can be sorted out into two types: narrow focus and broad focus. A narrow focus is about looking at a certain narrow area, similar to baseball players focusing on the ball to hit it. When snowboarders try to get on the rail, they look for where they aim to get on when taking off. The broad focus is about seeing widely around you and not looking at a certain object, similar to soccer players looking for space to run or to pass the ball to. Now, which focus is better for when you are required to react quickly? For example, if you ride in tight trees and focus on each tree one by one, how can you react to upcoming trees? Riding with a broad focus in this situation allows you to detect everything coming at you at one time. A narrow focus will rather delay your decision making and reaction speed. The broad focus might not be very strong when you need a more sensitive focus, but it works great when you have so many things around you to pay attention to. Snowboarding is like riding on a busy highway. Thus, the broad focus is always required to react quickly. When you ride in busy slopes, there are so many people turning right and left with different speeds and rhythm. If you are seeing widely around you, but don't pay attention to someone who is riding incorrectly or unsafely, you might hit them. Here is the next factor to maximize your reaction speed: prediction. While seeing widely around you, you can pay attention to something that might cause an unwanted result. Now, you can predict that they might suddenly cut your way. Then, you are ready to react to it. Lastly, even if you are ready to react to an unwanted accident, if you don't have enough skill to avoid it, you can't maximize your reaction speed efficiently. Thus, improving your snowboarding skill is required to maximize your reaction speed. Training programs for reaction speed will be introduced in another video, so please keep your eyes on this channel by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and feel free to leave your comments below. Watch all our tutorials by subscribing to the online training program from our website. Thanks for watching. Snowboard Dojo Wiz, your snowboard coach from Canada.